Check it. Alright, what up, y'all? You are back for another video with Data Zero. Sorry I took a little bit of vacation, had a little bit of a break, had to decompress, and I suggest each and every one of you do the same. Hop away from the charts, get away from all this madness, the FUD. But guys, we are closer to the end for AMC. There's so much fear, uncertainty, and doubt in the community, and we also have influencers, everyone attacking us from different angles. AMC's under psychological attack. I'm telling you guys, you got to stay focused on the charts, the facts, the data, and the psychology. This video is a absolute banger, so don't miss a second of it. I'm telling you guys, don't miss a second of this video. It holds great, valuable information and messages just for you. Apes all need to hear everything I'm about to say in this video. So without wasting any more time, let's go ahead and hop in the charts, the facts, the data, and see what we have going on. All right, guys, what is up? You are back for another video with Data Zero. In this video, we're going to look at the S&P 500 SPY. We're also looking at AMC and GME. The markets are about to get crazy, y'all. Get ready for this upcoming trading week. Had to take a couple days off, went on a little mini vacation. Needed that time to decompress. And, guys, I suggest you do the same. Get away from the charts, get away from all the economy talk, get away from it all, man, and just go relax. Get away from the charts and take some time for yourself. Work is important, but so is that play. That's why I say stay safe, have fun, and then make money. You know, make monies after that. So let's go ahead and check out the charts and see what we got going on. So SPY is going to be pushing to the upside, setting that major bull trap that I'm telling you guys. The SPY is going to make everyone think that we're going in a new bull market. I'm telling you guys, this stuff's going to be bad, but a major market crash is coming. This is the time to be extremely fearful when it comes to stocks like Nvidia, SPY, Apple. When it comes to these stocks that are popping off crazy, that are at all-time highs or past all-time highs, it is time to be fearful. That's why I told people to get out of this play after this massive pump. In my Discord, I told people to get out of this stuff as well, because it is time to be fearful on these types of plays. They might have a little bit more upside on an explosive blow off top. So what's going to basically happen is, go ahead and look at SPY for you guys. Basically what's going to happen is we're going to have a blow off top. So you have your 3-peak top right here. This is a macro trend as of now. Basically this has been about a 2-3 month trend to the upside, as you guys can see. And we have a 3-peak top right here. 1, 2, 3. What's going to happen is we're going to have a blow off top coming up to about this 430, 435 range, 425, around that region. It's hard to say because we could get a nice major push to the upside, hitting this overall macro upsloping resistance and then hitting our head, and then the bottom's going to come flushing out on this thing. The market is not confident. Everyone knows that the macroeconomics are bad. Everyone knows that a recession is coming. But right now, the market can remain irrational longer than people can remain solvent. So what it's going to do is get the last little bit of a liquidity, because a lot of people are short the market right now. It's going to get all of that shortness out, reset the market, make people think it's bullish. And then right when it starts to go bullish and people start to go bullish, they're going to get wrecked to the downside. This market is brutal, guys. If you don't know what you're doing, if you don't know how to trade, like if you don't know how to move in these markets, it is tearing people apart. This thing is destroying traders and investors daily. This market is brutal. It doesn't matter if you're long or short, it is going to find a way to get you. So you need to hedge in these types of markets. Me personally, I am hedged by holding index funds like SPY. I hold them long term. I hold them for the upside, and then I hold things like SQQQ, which goes down or goes up when the SPY goes down. I hold these things for the long term. They pay dividends. That way my account constantly gets dividends, passive income, as well as I generate income whether the market goes up or down, and I'm set up very, very nicely to make a nice little bit of money when this market crash comes. Now, I do think SPY is going to be pushing to the upside a little bit more, hitting up to about 423 this week. We could possibly see 425 this week, but I do think the SPY is going to have a green week pushing to the upside, and then again going to that 430, 435 range before seeing downside. Now that might not happen this week. This could take some time to play out, but I do think we're going to start trending up to this region before we see that macro
downtrend start to break out. So I do think we're going to start trending up. So I'll show you guys basically with a polyline kind of what I'm looking at for the next couple of weeks for SPY. Something kind of like this, having a nice blow off top, something kind of crazy like that, and then just dumping to the downside for SPY. And that is what I'm looking at. I do think a major crash will be coming for the stock market. And it is very, very obvious with all of these things. If I showed you guys with the market psychology, I showed you guys with the macro. So if you go ahead and look at the macro technicals, as you guys can see, we are in a bear flag. This is a bear flag. And then if you go ahead and look at the market psychology as well, you guys will see that we are in what's called the complacency stage, where everyone thinks we just need to cool off before the next rally. That is the definition of complacency. Everyone thinks that we're about to go on a new bull run. We just need to cool off before the next rally. But right now is the time when you need to be fearful. You always want to buy when things are at the bottom. The point of maximum financial opportunities at the bottom. And if you look at where SPY is at right now, it's halfway between going to all-time highs. Now is not the time to be long SPY. If you were being long SPY or looking for long-term buys, this was the time down here at this dip. But I do think even lower lows are coming for SPY, S&P 500, and the NASDAQ are going to break to lower lows than this low right here. This was not true capitulation. You need to see capitulation in a bear market, and that was not true capitulation. True capitulation looks like this. You see major dumpage to the downside, and then you see that slow building of a rounded bottom and recovery. Now, if we go ahead and look at AMC and other stocks like Bitcoin and stuff like that, you can see that we had that capitulation. We had this complacency stage here. We pushed to the downside hard, and the psychology is the number one thing, okay? There's technical analysis, there's psychology, and there's fundamental analysis. I'm telling you guys, the psychology, I keep beating this into your guys' head, trying to make everyone better traders that watch on my channel, try to give you guys as much information and value as possible out of these videos. I keep beating it into your head because this psychology stuff is huge in the market, and especially with this AMC play, because you have all these different people bombarding you from different areas. You got different influencers, different people on Twitter, different people on YouTube, all telling you these different things. Guys, my suggestion is to just follow one person. It don't even have to be me. Like, I'm not telling you follow me. Obviously, I would think that would be your best choice because I always keep 100 with you guys, but I'm not even going to say follow me. Follow one person and just stick with that person. Just follow one or two people. All these people, if you just let all of that influence your mind and you're looking and you're lost and you don't have a clear perception of what's going on and you're trying to find answers, that stuff's going to get y'all lost, man. It's going to get y'all lost. And you see, guys, I'm on fire with this video. I'm so glad I took that vacation, man. Getting burnt out, bro. I'm giving you guys this information. Sorry that I'm on this little bit of rant, but this is stuff you guys need to hear. So let's go ahead and look at the psychology, get back in this video. So again, the psychology stuff is very, very important. This is the biggest thing on how you make the most money, because not only does it keep you focused and grounded and give you a voice of reason, but it lets you know exactly where the market cycle is. You want to make the most money when you're buying at the bottom. And right now, where's AMC at? The absolute bottom. Right here is where you accumulate and you start stacking up and start moving to the upside. All the people that bought in this range up here, now's the time you need to dollar cost average while we're waiting at these lows. Every time they knock this thing down, that's giving you more time to accumulate before we move to the upside, because I guarantee you we're going into another euphoria rally. That is what is going to happen. The market cycle is going to play out whether you're ready or not, and that's just how it is. So that is what's going on with AMC and what's going on with the market. The market is in the overall complacency stage. It will be dropping down to the downside. We had this euphoria rally here, then we had this downwards drop, then this upwards consolidation. That is the complacency stage. Let's go ahead and zoom out so you guys can really see what I'm talking about. When in doubt, zoom out. You have to zoom out to get the bigger picture, to know what's really going on with the market cycles. As you guys can see, you get this euphoria blow off top, then we get this complacency stage, our second blow off top. As you guys can see, we get the euphoria blow off top, then we drop down into our complacency stage, getting that second blow off top. Then we have the true anxiety, denial, panic, capitulation. Then you get the anger and depression that is about to come for the whole entire market. We're about to see a major pullback to the downside and start trending in these lower levels before moving to the upside, making higher highs much later down the road. Guys, I'm telling you, this is going to happen. The macro plays out whether you are ready or not, and that is what I'm expecting for SPY. I do think AMC is going to move against the market. I think AMC is going to be actually moving up while the market goes down, and it is a great reason to hold AMC for even longer. This investment is, I'm not going to pump the stock and tell you to buy the thing because I don't want to tell anyone to do anything like that, obviously. But me personally, this investment, it's going to be hard to hold right now, and it's going to seem like this ain't the right thing. But I'm telling you, I know in my heart from all the research that I'm doing, all the technical analysis, being so focused on the data only makes my vision very clear, and I know exactly where this thing is going, and we are going back to the upside. Now is the time to buy. You want to buy when other people are fearful, and if you look at AMC Sphere, it is at 39. Let's go ahead and look at AMC on the short term and see what we're looking at for the next couple of days. Again, market is closed on Monday, so this will only be happening on Tuesday through Friday trading days. So again, AMC could see a little bit more downside. Let's go ahead and pop on alligators. As you guys can see, alligators a great indicator to tell if a move has momentum or not. When the bands are far apart, that means that the move has a lot of momentum. When the bands get close together, that means the move is ending. As you guys can see, we had this downtrend. The bands start to get closer together. The move is ending. The bullish band is green. The bearish band is blue. That will be on top when the move goes to the downside. When the move goes to the upside, the green band will be on top. As you guys can see, we have more downside momentum, but the RSI is telling us that the bottom is very, very close. I don't think we're going to go much lower than 460, 450 in that range. We could come as low as about 442, possibly. And again, this is going to take the next couple of days. So we have Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, maybe even late as Friday before we see that bounce. So we could have, and I don't want to get you guys down, break your hearts or anything like that, or make you feel bad about the situation, but this is what it is. I got to keep it real with you guys. We could see more downside all next week. And again, it's going to discourage people. It's going to shake people out. But if you just hold on a little bit longer, I'm telling you, more upside is coming, in my personal opinion, not financial advice. So the price points that we need to break to get this bounce is this overall micro sloping resistance. Again, keep tracking of my videos to see where everything's at. I can tell you price points, but this changes as the days go on because, as you guys can see, the sloping resistance goes down, so the price points will change. We need to get above about 470, that 470 to 450, 460 range in that 30-cent region. Break above it and hold it as support. So when I say break above and hold as support, I want to see price come out of the falling wedge, use the micro sloping resistance as support, and then start moving to the upside. Once we get that confirmation, when we get the confirmation of that, the retest, that's when we know we're going to get that bounce. The bounce probably is coming next week, in my personal opinion, but there is a chance that we could see downside all next week if we do not get above that crucial price point levels, and then have to wait next week to see that bounce. Now, I'm very bullish on next week because if we do get this bounce, we are going to see significant upside. So if we get this bounce, we're going to see significant upside. Then we can go retest this local high of $6.20. Overall, we are in an uptrend. Again, when you're looking at these everyday movements, it's very easy to get discouraged and not really see what's going on, but we're in an overall uptrend. Even if we come all the way down to $4.40, we're still in a overall uptrend, and I do not believe we're crashing all the way back down to $3.60. I know there's some people that believe that. It's not happening. All right, it's not happening. So that is what I'm looking at, in my personal opinion, for AMC. We're breaking out of the overall macro falling wedge. Everything looks good. The macro is playing out. It just takes time. When in doubt, zoom out. We're breaking out of this overall sloping macro resistance. It's been as resistance for 2 years. Now when we run to the upside, we're not going to hit our head in this resistance. Every single rally that we had has been stumped by this resistance. And what they'll do is, people think that they're manipulating us and that's the only thing that they're doing. No, it is technical analysis as well. What they'll do is they'll let it run until it gets to this technical resistance, because they know that that is going to help price get rejected, and then they'll do a halt. And they'll do short attacks right at that crucial technical level to exacerbate these moves. And if you understand that, you can use that to your advantage. And that is what I'm trying to teach all you guys. That is why the technical analysis does work. Okay, it does work, and it always will work. That I don't know what to tell you guys. But anyways, That is what I'm looking at for AMC. Again, macro looking very, very good. If you go ahead and look at the Bollinger Bands on the weekly time frame, this is something that I always say. A move is coming. We just have to be patient. Go ahead and pop on the MACD as well. You guys can see that if you have green weekly MACD, Bollinger Bands constricting, those two things align. We've seen this movement and this movement here. Also, if you go ahead and look at the psychology of the market, you can see that we are in the disbelief rally phase. We're leaving the depression phase, the anger and depression phase. We're going to be in the disbelief rally and start to recover and move to the upside. This was the complacency stage here. We dumped down. This was anger and depression. We're forming and carving this nice, beautiful rounded bottom, exactly what you want to see. And that's exactly what you didn't see on SPY. That's why SPY is going to capitulate further. That's why AMC is going to move to the upside. The structural fundamentals and integrity and market cycles of this is completely different. And that's why it's going to move against the SPY. Also, Bollinger Bands constricting green weekly MACD. There is going to be a pop to the upside. Monthly MACD working on a green monthly MACD cross. Again, that will be further confirmation that we're moving into the bull cycle and a major bull cycle is coming. You see this major rally from $1 all the way up to $44. That is what's going to happen. Again, it could be even much higher because we have crazy fundamental data like failure to deliver is going absolutely crazy. 18 million failure to delivers. Cost to borrow sitting at 51%. And we also have the fundamentals of the company improving, beating earnings, selling credit cards, selling popcorn, and box office absolutely smashing, destroying the short thesis. That's why this rally could actually be the real short squeeze, shorts covering, and things could get absolutely insane. And we could see price points that we have never even thought about for AMC. If you go ahead and look at the max pain for AMC, it's sitting at $5 for this week. So I do think we are going to get a bounce this week to the upside, and we're looking for that bounce going back to $5 and then retesting that high of $6.20. Once we retest the high of $6.20, we can move into that golden zone region, which is $8 to $12. Once we break $8 to $12, that's when things get really exciting for AMC. So guys, this is what I'm looking at. Again, the macro looks beautiful. When in doubt, zoom out. Just take time to realize what is going on. If you go ahead and look at the volume, volume is drying up in an overall downtrend. Sellers are getting exhausted. There will be no sellers left, and we will be pushing to the upside. If you look at on balance volume is sitting at the all-time highs for AMC and is now going to be moving to the upside. If we look at the market fear and greed, it is time to be fearful. It's almost an extreme greed for the market. You do not want to be going long for long-term gains. The market is not going to all-time highs, okay? It's going to capitulate. It is going to dump, and it's probably going to dump around that 430 level. Once we get to that region, 435 on SPY, we're going to see pullback. If you go ahead and look at the bars pattern is saying we're getting that bounce this week and getting that bullish confirmation candle to 550 to the upside. If we get that bullish confirmation candle 550 to the upside, you guys know it is on and popping, and this bars pattern is tracking, and we are looking very, very good. This is where I think we are in the overall squeeze cycle of things, and I do think we are going to see that bounce to the upside this week and start moving back to the upside, retesting that local high of $6.20. As you guys can see, the bars pattern did call for this downside, and it's now calling for a bounce this week, going up to about $5.50, recovering, and then pushing to the upside. So we will see if that does continue to track. Hopefully it does. If not, we do have our technical analysis that I can track on the micro, as I do all the time, showing you guys step by step each day what is going to happen. Let's go ahead and look at GME and then wrap this video up. So I do think GME is going to be the leader. Also, guys, you want to check out BBBY. A lot of people can't trade this, but BBBY has been going crazy, absolutely crazy. And I do think all three of these stocks, AMC, GME, and BBBY, all four of these stocks are going to be moving to the upside. I think GME will be the leader like it was last time. GME is setting up for a massive, GME looks crazy. GME looks crazy. I wish y'all could see what I see, man. I wish y'all could see what I see. GME looks nuts, yo. Okay, so first of all, we had this major, let's go back. Let's just run back to what's going on in GME. GME beats earnings. We had this push to the upside where GME could have literally squeezed here if it just went a little bit higher. We had this push to the upside, and then it just started consolidating, showing a lot of strength. Then we've seen it slowly get attacked and pushed to the downside. But now GME is just renewed. Like if you go ahead and look, also for shares available to borrow, 500,000 shares available to borrow for AMC. But if we go ahead and look at GME and show you guys, their people are buying and locking up the float like crazy. So what this is going to do is make liquidity extremely low for GME. GME already has a much smaller float than AMC, and that's why I tell people, I'm not saying one is better than the other. I tell people to own both. I always tell people when they're in the play, get both, hold AMC and GME. But as you guys can see, GME has 60.919% of the float locked up, and it already has a lower float than AMC. So add the short shares on top of that. Yo, this float is very, very volatile and prone to very large movements. As you guys can see, the Bollinger Bands are constricting here on the 4-hour time frame, and I do think GME is setting up to test its overall sloping macro resistance. Once it breaks this overall sloping macro resistance, it is going to be on and popping for GME. If you look at the psychology for GME, it has already had its complacency stage. Here's your euphoria rally. This is your here's your euphoria rally. This is your, now it's an extreme rally. All right, so here's your euphoria blow off rally. Now this crazy dump to the downside and then upwards consolidation, that is your complacency stage for GME. Then you drop down, this is your anger, and this is your depression. You always want to look at the lower low for anger and depression. You see anger is a low, then your depression is a lower low. So you have your anger, lower rounded bottom, and this is on the macro. So if you want to do rounded bottoms like I'm showing you guys, so you have your anger rounded bottom, and then you have your depression rounded bottom. GME is going to start moving into this belief rally, which is happening right now. GME is going to start moving to the upside, breaking out of the sloping macro resistance. I want to see it push to the upside out of this macro resistance. It's probably going to push really hard once it breaks out of it. So we'll probably see it like bounce up really high and then dump, then come back down and use it as support and then just start to take off. And I'm expecting it to be a really volatile move. So once it breaks out of the sloping macro resistance, I think it's going to be a huge push to the upside. Then we'll probably see it dump and then pump to the upside. You can see that the weekly MACD is green. Also, Bollinger Bands constricting. This move is going to be bigger than the move that we've seen last time, and I think shorts are actually going to cover in this move. It's not just going to be gamma and FOMO like we've seen on these last moves here, like this run up here and this run up here. It's going to be shorts covering. I think smaller shorts maybe have covered in this position, but the larger shorts, the main short positions never left. If you look at the short interest, it never dried up on these two stocks. If you go ahead and look at the short interest now, short interest for GME is sitting at, let's go ahead and pop on short interest for GME. So GME short interest, I think it's at 21%, but let's go ahead and just check to be sure for you guys. Let's go ahead and pop that on right now and see where we're at with GME short interest. GME short interest is sitting at 17.48 I'm sorry, GME short interest is sitting at 21.44%, so I was right on that with about 450,000 shares available to borrow. Again, lower float. This stock is prone to very volatile movements to the upside. I think GME is going to be leading the way. Then AMC will get a sympathy rally off of that, and then just everything's going to start going crazy. BBBY is also doing numbers behind the scenes, up I think about 45%, 55% off of the lows of 48 cents. So things are about to get crazy, guys. You can believe what you want. You can believe in me. You can follow who you want. But also, guys, remember, AMC is under a lot of psychological attack right now. This is the main time they're either going to get you to sell. Like, this is the time where the people that don't believe and that are not in the play, you better believe. I'm telling you guys, there's apes and selling. I know my homie sold. My homie was in the play, but he wouldn't, like, follow all the videos and stuff like that. And I have love for this dude, bro. I have love for this dude. I wish he didn't sell, but he sold. Like, I'm telling you guys. And he held for, like, a year and some change. Like, I'm telling you guys, people are capitulating right now. So if you're holding and it's hard for you, there's a reason. We're about to be rewarded. You have to have a mind of reason. You have to stay focused on the psychology, because that's the main thing, and stay focused on the technicals. The only thing in this play, the only thing you know in this play is what you know. And there's people from all angles attacking you, influencers, the judge, the court case, FUD, everywhere. Like, guys, I know it's crazy at this point in time, but that is the exact reason telling me that we are close to the end. You got to just stay focused on the charts. Don't even use my charts if you don't want to. Don't use my psychology, but I'm out here trying to help you guys educate everyone on the psychology, the technicals, because if you stay focused with the mind of reason, they can't shake you. They can't shake your conviction, and you're good, and you can go to bed sleeping well at night, knowing that you secured a good future for yourself. Guys, if you found this video informative, go ahead and hit like, subscribe. Also, if you find this information and technical analysis and data useful, consider becoming a member for only $2.99 a month. You can cancel at any time, and you also get exclusive access, early access to the videos. You get exclusive ejimos as well, validation as a member of the channel, and exclusive access to me as well for that $2.99 a month. So go ahead and think about becoming a member if you find this information useful. Guys, as always, have fun, stay safe, make money. Peace out.
All right, y'all, that was the video. If you found it informative, go ahead and press like, subscribe, and consider dropping a comment. That is a way you can support me for free, or you can go ahead and support me by becoming a member, $2.99 a month, and you can cancel anytime. Again, you get exclusive validation for being a member of the channel. You also get exclusive ijimos, access to me, and early access to my videos before becoming a member. Also, you can check me out on Twitter and Discord for even more Data Zero updates. You can check me out on those places as well. As always, guys, I truly appreciate each and every one of you that watches the video to the end to see this message. You guys are awesome. You rock. As always, have fun, stay safe, make money. Peace out.